Wagwan, everybody. I am your Jamaican queen, Miss Y. You are tuned into How I See It TV, and this is a thought clip. Now, on Monday, when the original Straight No Chaser dropped that audio with Coleslaw, I personally don't watch Nay's videos. I usually just check out the reviews of her videos from the content creators that I follow and I'm subscribed to. But for whatever reason, the YouTube algorithm, it had her video on my feed, and I saw the title and I was like, okay, let me see what it's about. So I clicked on the video. It's like, if I'm gonna listen to the reviews, might as well just listen to the information straight from the source, right? I'm a content creator as well. So I clicked on the video, and unfortunately for me, I caught, because it was a video premiere, so I caught the part of the video where sexual assault perhaps happened to a minor child. And at first I was like, are they giddy about this? Like, are they really kikiing and laughing and gossiping about this on a phone call? Now, I get that Nay, in my opinion, was, in most of the videos that she has dropped, in my opinion, she had to be blowing, steam up Coleslaw's fake booty to keep her talking. And as a strategy, okay, I guess, do what you have to do to get your content. But I feel like when it gets to a certain topic, if you are going to be giddy and kiki about a certain topic, then that says a lot about your character. Forget what you feel like Mel has done to wrong you. Forget feeling like, in your opinion, Mel throws stones and hides her hands. Forget that all these people on this cast has been talking mad-ish about each other's lives. Their adult lives. And let's own in on the fact that what was mentioned in this video was a traumatic experience that perhaps, because at this point we have no clue if this is actually Mel's story or not. So let's say perhaps a traumatic experience that perhaps happened to a minor child, and instead of saying the shit on your phone call and pausing and showing some empathy and showing some concern, you were giddy about it. You were laughing and talking like this is just some amazing tea. And then the side piece was also giddy and laughing about it. And then you went on to say, after bringing up such a horrible thing, you went on to say that, oh, yeah, she has a lot of skeletons in her closet that I can air out. And as I said, unfortunate for me, I was in that live chat At first, I was in the bushes, but when I realized the sick shit that this lady was actually saying on this phone call and the mess that she was actually playing, I had to say something in the chat. And what I said was, are you for real? Are you saying that the skeletons in her closet is that she was assaulted as a child and that's what you want to air out? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's what I said in the chat. And then I got myself out of there because why am I in this chat? Why am I even listening to this shit? And then I posted to my social media and to my community wall that Nay is a no integrity having, bottom of the rung content creator. And I am so mad that YouTube put that darn video down to my timeline. Nay, you lack integrity. And let me tell you why. Because I cannot tell a content creator what they should or should not post to their YouTube channel. However, when it comes to the mental health and the mental well-being of those who consume your content, you have a responsibility to have better trigger warnings posted in your title. There are many people who were triggered by what they heard in that video because they were taken or they were caught off guard. They were caught off guard because your thumbnail was clickbaity. It was clickbait. Ooh, the mistress is going to talk about how Martell mishandles money. Okay, let me see what this is about. And then a lot of people, when they're watching a video, they aren't looking for or looking at their phone or their TVs so that they can see that you do have a trigger warning as your banner or whatever, or pinned in the chat. So you have a responsibility as a YouTube content creator to have in your thumbnail a trigger warning. And then before you play that audio, I don't know, I could be wrong because I didn't catch the beginning of the audio. But I'm going to assume, based on what everybody else is saying, that the beginning of the audio didn't have a trigger warning disclaimer either. So your duty as a content creator before you play that audio is to state that to my supporters, to those in the bushes, before I play this audio, I would like to warn you that some sexual assault conversation occurred during the taping of this phone call. And for those of you who were sexually abused as a child or as a teen or in adulthood, or for those of you who know somebody who has been sexually assaulted, this might not be the content for you. But if you stay here to listen, I want you to know that this is a topic that will be discussed. So prioritize your mental health and your mental well-being. And then in your description box, have some resources available for those who, after listening to that mess, need to those who have to listen to that mess, who may need to talk to somebody because they were triggered. And the fact that I went and I checked and you still have the same clickbait title up tells me that, as I said, you are a no integrity having, bottom of the rung content creator. And then Coco's gonna tell it, one of my faves on YouTube, she posted some screenshots from your chat where you're making it seem like people are up in arms because you're talking about Melody. Or because we feel like, oh, Melody is above being dragged. So you're saying that you're dragging her for perhaps being abused as a child? Is that what you're saying? Like, you're not making sense, lady. Because that is not why people are up in arms. People are up in arms because they're triggered. People are up in arms because of the way in which you were speaking on that phone call. As if you have no realization that there's so many people out here who support your content, those who don't support your content, but we're listening. There's so many people who were sexually traumatized as children, and they were triggered. And the way you behaved on that phone call, you had no care whatsoever. No care. You thought it was funny. And that's what's triggering to people. And you feeling like other content creators would have done the same thing if it was about Letitia or any of the other Scots. Oh my God, that is so stupid to me. Because the content creators I follow, Queen Sheba, trending at some point, Ebony the Best, Cocoa Gon Tell It, Journey to Jasmine, Here for Our Tea, Make It Make Sense, Scotty by Nature TV, and so many other content creators that I follow who report on Love and Marriage Huntsville, even if they were going to speak on something like this happening to any of the Scott women, even Wanda, they would have done so with care. They would have done a better job at releasing that audio. They would have had trigger warnings right through. And so that's the difference. Those content creators have integrity, myself included. I probably would not even have released that portion of the phone call, but I'm not out here recording people and saving it for Mad Day to use as content. As content creators, we have a duty to move with integrity. And when we're speaking on traumatic issues, even if it's about somebody that we don't like, we have a duty to be mindful that those who support our content on a daily basis might be triggered and re-traumatized by the things that we are disclosing about somebody else. And so you have to move with a level of care. And you can only do that if you have integrity. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening to my rant. I really said that I wasn't even going to speak on this. But, after being in Queen Sheba's chat last night, and I saw all those Me Too's go up, my two included, I said I needed to get this off my chest. And being on YouTube, creating my content, talking into my phone has been very therapeutic for me. And getting this off my chest has been therapeutic. So thank y'all for listening. And I hope y'all have a great Wednesday. I am in my car. I'm late for work. So I'm about to hop off. But as I always say, y'all, walk good. Bye.